Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday the 6th of June, D-Day. 81 years ago the D-Day landings occurred. That's crazy. Anyway, what also has landed are mods and updates. We have got the JCB Fast Track 8000 Icon by Ross N Mods, the JCB Fast Track 4000 Icon by Ross N Mods, the Fendt 1000 Vario series by Paul, the Lizard T-Rex 600 by Black Sheep Modding, the Jens Hem 922 DQ Cobra Hybrid by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, and the MAN TGS 18 series by V Agri, and the Lizard 44202 and 5557 by Axery have all had updates. In front of me we've got the Sugar Beetchopper. This is by Lamai. It is 14.29 megabytes download, 21 slots, 75,000 to buy. You bring sugar beet, you bring water. Now this is running already. Before I put the sugar beet on, I put water in first and it started operating. There's a cutter bar at the bottom of this trough that is actually rotating, and as soon as I put the sugar beet in, obviously you can't see it now, but there is a cutter bar doing a thing which is rather cool. If we come across to here, click on there, you will see our sugar beet cutter. Now, sugar beet and water, 60,000 sugar beet, 10,000 water, and coming out we get sugar beet cut, which we kind of expect, digestate and stones. That's pretty cool. If we go into our build mode, just there, no customization options, it comes as it is. So putting in for our sugar beet is done there, water going in is done here. And then we've got our taking out, because obviously there's the various different things. There's the stones, and we've got a pipe around the side here as well for the various things taking out. That's the Sugar Beet Chopper. Next we've got the small compost production. Now, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. This is 0.75 megabyte download. This by Weekend Farmers Taxes. There are two required mods that need to be downloaded to use this. We've got the silo. Now this is 3 silos. So I put the first one, thought actually I'll put 3 because I wasn't sure how this was going to come out. And when I put the third one in place and then clicked X, for some reason, I don't know what happened to the end wall here, but it did not like it. It just didn't place for some reason. Oh, it's there. There's a collision, but not the wall itself. Don't know why. So we've got the silo, 3 slots and 8,000, because these have got more than that in them. That's got 37,590. You'll notice it says organic waste, 52,828, and that one's got 60,490. Now these need to be compacted, then covered, and they will give you compost. That's the whole point behind it. So you can sell that compost once it's done. Great. But if you want to earn more money, at the moment I think compost is selling for about 100, 111. But if you want to earn more money, you've then got this, a bagging unit for your compost. However, when we click on this and it's placed, compost packing plant, the compost comes in, empty pallets need to be brought here, and then you get your quality compost out, and the quality compost is selling for about 400 and something. So you're going to make 4 times the amount of money if you do this process. So this you will also find under our build mode, just there under our factories, 12,500. That's 1 slot. Yeah, 1 slot for the packing plant. The 2 required mods are the additional fill types by Weasel and the empty pallet and box production by Weekend Farmers Taxes. So it's their mod that's required to run this mod if you want to palletize it. But when you come to download this, it says it's required. You can't choose. You can't say, well, I just want to do the compost, I don't want to bag them. It will still download those mods for you. This requires various different things, and we've done a mod review on this before, but if we look at this one here, empty pallet production, it does empty pallet boxes and empty pallets. So we've got it running empty pallets. Now the problem with this is the capacities aren't very big, the cycles per month aren't very high, and the recipes are quite small. So this for empty pallets, that's been running the entire time I've set this up, and I've only got 8 litres for empty pallets. So you're going to have to get this up and running way ahead of time if you want to run this. To me, we're into that, and again, no, this is no disrespect, we're into Zodelzock territory. If you remember on 22, a lot of the Zodelzock mods and productions were all interlinked, so you had to have one to run another, you know. That's what this is kind of giving me vibes of. Now we've got another production pack I'm going to have a look at in just a moment, and I don't know whether this pack, possibly the fill types or something, might be causing an issue with the other one. So yeah, with this it really comes down to your choice. Now the cool thing about this, because immediately I thought, oh, this is brilliant, because these silos, and I didn't show the silo, sorry, come up to the top there, come across our silos. There you go, there's our silo, 8x8 for 8,000. And like I say, if I do it like that, will it do one on its own? Yeah. But when I did the 3, I don't know why it did that in the end. That's really weird. Anyway, but this will take. You can fill the silo with chaff, grass, hay, straw, wood chip, forage, pig food, manure, silage, and organic waste. Now I put chaff in this one. I put grass in that one, and I put wood chip in that one, and as I poured it in, it automatically changed it to organic waste. Then that gets compacted, that ferments, and then that's how you get your compost out. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it with the sort of interlinking it. That's a very slow process. That's that. I've spent way too long on that. I need to move on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out of the game. I'm going to uninstall these and come back in, because the problem I'm having with this one could be linked to this. It could be linked to the liftable pallets and bales pack by Yoss. I don't know what's causing it. These are supposed to have things on and they haven't, so I'm going to try that first just in case. Bear with me a moment. So I'm back in. Nothing's appeared on those pallets, so I wasn't expecting that, but we'll have a look. Let's say, I'm not sure. This is the Specialised Food Productions. This is by, I'm not sure, is it StrauntMaunt? I think. 11.12 megabytes download. We've got a bakery, 14 slots, 150,000. We've got pizzeria, 21 slots, 180,000. And salad production, 15 slots, 240,000. Come into our build mode, come to our factories, and you'll find them all in here. So, there's our bakery. There's our specialised pizzeria, and there's our specialised salad production. But what's also in here, if we come into here, and it does say in the description for this, and this is what I thought, this is a bit weird, it says buyable pallets. There's cheesecake pallet, pastry box pallet, pizza box pallet, salad box pallet, and salad premium box pallet. Came to my pallets, came down here, and we have got, just there, pizza, salad, salad premium. No pastry box, no cheesecake pallet. So I don't know where they are. And when I did that, it did that. Nothing appeared on them. It says 1,000 litres. That's charging me 9 grand. So I paid 9,000, 6,300 and 7,000 for 3 empty pallets that say on them, owned by you. Pallets, 60 kilogram. Brilliant. If I do that and pick it up, it says bottom right salad premium, but it says 0. So I've paid a lot of money for empty pallets. So I don't know if the mod's broken. I thought it was a fill type issue, but I've deleted those mods. They're not here. And these have got a whole load of extra things added into them. So our bakery, we got bread from flour, bread from rice flour. Then you got bread flour plus, rice flour plus, and it's the difference in the recipes and the cycles per month change. So the plus ones are a slightly enhanced recipe. If we come back across, then we've got pastry from flour, pastry from rice flour, so they're your croissant. We've got cheesecake chocolate, cheesecake from sugar, and again slightly different recipes. Then we've got a regular cake and cake from rice flour, which the bakery would normally do. Then we've got cheesecake chocolate, but that's plus. So again, if we go, sorry, back to our recipe here, the cheesecake chocolate is 16, 4 and 8, 16 goat cheese, 4 egg, 8 chocolate to 22 cheesecake, 72 cycles a month. That one with sugar is 16, 4 and 8 to 21 cheesecake at 48 cycles a month. And then this one down here, the plus, is 28, 8 and 10, so it has butter as well, which gives you 30 cheesecake out at 192 cycles a month. So like I say, depending on whether you go for the standard recipe or the plus recipe will depend on the cycles a month and the recipes change. So this has got some extra things in it. We've got the specialised pizzeria. So we've got pizza with buffalo mozzarella, pizza with cheese, pizza with oyster mushroom and buffalo mozzarella, and then we've got pizza with oyster mushroom buffalo mozzarella, is that a plus? Oyster mushroom, buffalo mozzarella, 2,400 cycles a month. That one, 2,400 cycles a month. Oyster mushroom and cheese. Are those two the same? That's weird. It's just slightly different recipes. That one's got rice, flour, eggs, tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, oyster mushroom. That one's got flour, egg, tomato, buffalo mozzarella, garlic, chili peppers. But then that's wrong then, isn't it? Because that says oyster mushroom, buffalo mozzarella, but there's no oyster mushroom on that recipe. Got the specialised salad production, salad with canned peas, salad with goat cheese. We've got the salad preserved food beetroot. We've got preserved food carrot, preserved food parsnip, and then buffalo mozzarella. And the recipes with these require the various different preserved foods from other productions, and again, different cycles a month, slightly different recipes, so you get your salads and stuff out of there. So those are the three productions with the extra things you'll get in here. But like I say, all those things were supposed to be available in palleted form, but they're not. I don't know. I know I'm being a bit negative about this because that first one, or not the first one, that one's running all right, the sugar beet chopper. But the compost thing was a bit odd, and then this, I don't know what's going wrong with this. I haven't spent hours like I normally do filling this up with all the stuff and running productions. I've shown you the recipes, I've shown you what they do. I'm making a sweeping statement and assumption to say this is going to get an update. If it doesn't get an update, it's because it's a mod clash with another mod. But again, we're into that realm with mods now, especially 6 months in with so many mods. The only way to find that is to deselect everything, only have this mod and see if it works. So yeah, I don't know with that. Again, it's a bit... don't know how I feel about it. There's no sell points with either of these, either. They come just as they are, and as far as I can tell, you can sell stuff from regular stuff. Hang on a sec, I'm just going to check something over here. At one of these silos here where you can actually buy pallets, can we buy any of those pallets from here? So rather than from the main menu, will it allow me to do them from here? I'm going to say no, but who knows at this point. I checked in that one, and I checked in the map, like base game warehouse, nothing in there either. So yeah, that's the specialised food productions. Yeah. Anyway, on to a more positive note. This pack here, I love. I think this is brilliant. My mind already is racing. I'm already thinking, oh, I could have used this on this and this on that and this, you know. Awesome. This is the Dynamic Objects by Squigglze, 23.78 megabytes download, 2s, 3s and 4s on the slot count. It says 50 plus. There are 52 items in this pack. And if we come into this menu here, you'll see on our objects we've got a miscellaneous category on the end here. If we click on that, it's all in here. So, bamboo bundle, plastic trash barrels, water containers, rusty metal barrels, shipping containers. I was talking about shipping containers the other day. Stacked boards, covered barrels, packages. These are individual beams. Individual concrete pipe. So if you're going to do a thing where you're laying pipes or whatever it is you're doing, whatever storyline you're playing, open crates, stacks of pipes, riser. Various different PVC pipes. Then we've got ornaments, other barrels, statues. The rubber tie is a bit of a weird shape. I'm not sure, that's not particularly round, but log stacks, wooden studded wheels, wooden wheels, claw machines, vending machines. Then we got onto these pallets, boxes, bags. So if you were going to simulate delivering stuff or whatever it might be, there's a whole ton of stuff in here. It's all liftable by hand, and it's all strappable, so it will strap down. So if you're simulating anything, delivering stuff, bringing stuff, if you're going to build something and you want to... But what I also think is very cool about this, if you want to inhabit an area, if you've built yourself a farmhouse or you've put a sleep trigger in and you want to add some extra touches in that placeables won't normally let you do, on top of the storytelling ability of moving oil drums or whatever it might be, the great thing with this is, like I say, everything is liftable by hand. Now, you don't have to lift it by hand. You can use forklifts, you can use big bag handlers, stuff like that. But if I was going to say, you know, I want to put a vending machine inside this office and you can't get into it for whatever reason, just get one of these, bring it in, put it down, and you've got your vending machine inside the building. But like again, for the, you know, if I'm going to do deliveries and I want to load up the back of my wagon with a load of crates and boxes for a storytelling let's play, or I want to deliver pipes and stuff, and I want to do some pipe laying, I want to, you know, lay on water, shipping containers. Even the shipping containers, you can put them on the back of a lorry, you can strap them down, you can simulate the fact that things are arriving by shipping container, because we don't have the containers anymore. That I put up there just to show that it can be put up there, but again, I know it's not realistic to lift them, but as far as a storytelling thing goes, you can't go into the shipping containers, but big old boxes, all sorts of stuff. I just think it's brilliant. I think it's a very clever idea to have some liftable stuff done by hand that straps down onto whatever it is you're strapping it down onto. Very cool indeed. Dynamic Objects by Squigglze. Next, I'm going to show you in here. We've got the Frontloader 70-90 pack by Thomas Modding Arator 24. Yes, we have 8.27 megabytes download. Frontloader is 3 slots, and then we've got 3 items at 2 slots, which will make more sense momentarily. So the Frontloader in this pack is this one here, the 70-90, 4,500, no options, it comes just like that. And then the Frontloader tools, we have got just here, no options on these either, no colour options or anything. We've got a manure fork, 680 litres for your forage type crops. We've got a 608 litre bucket, again for pretty much anything. Then we've got a bale spike there. Like I said, no colour options or choices, they all come like that. That is that pack, the Frontloader 70-90 pack by Thomas Modding and Arator 24. Next we've got up on the hillside just here, this is very cool. These two come together. We've got the Massey Ferguson MF 1840 Baler by Rooster Mods. And initially, I'm not going to lie, it was that thing of, I looked and thought, why do we need another one of these Massey Ferguson balers? There's about 3 or 4 knocking around now, but this does come with this. So, like I said, they are separate mods, but they go together. This is the John Deere 1075 hay wagon. The baler is 5.46 megabytes download, 7 slots. The hay wagon is 5.82 megabytes download and 5 slots. Both by Rooster Mods. That has a trailer hitch on the back of it to hook this onto. This has an auto load function, so when the bales come off the back of there, they auto load onto the trailer for doing your small baler work. That's pretty cool, like that. So we come down to our square baler. There's the base game. So I've got that one there in the little pallet. I said there's a few knocking around. This is the one just here. Click on that. We got the option of Lizard or Trelleborg for our tyre options. We got Design, Heston 1. We got 70th anniversary or none. Warning equipment. We got Triangle or none. Numbering 1 through 9. We got the twine option, Standard shoot, or we got a quarter turn. So as the bale comes out, it tips it and drops it onto its side. So if you're just using this without the trailer, you can do that. License plate option on there as well. Come out of there and we go to our bale transport, and that's where you'll find the John Deere hay wagon. This one we've got auto loading, no straps. So if you want to auto load, you can. Then we've got straps, no auto loading. So if you want to run it that you're, you know, doing this on multiplayer, the baler's doing it, and you want to load them on manually, you absolutely can strap them down. Now we've got pre and post 1976. I spent ages clicking that backwards and forwards. It actually turns out right there, just to the left of the main connecting arm, there's a John Deere logo. Pre 1976 and post 1976. That's what changed. Took me ages to find that. Anyway, we've got a head rack, yes or no. We've got SMV triangle on the back, so again, like with the baler, we've got a triangle on there. And then we've got wood colour. There's a whole lot of different woods to choose from here, which is pretty cool. Weathered, poplar, black locust, cedar, black walnut, tamarack, oak, hemlock, ash. I think I went for black locust on the back. I can't remember, or was that the back? I can't remember now. And then we've got wood colour for the upright as well, so if we want to go for oak or, let's say, cedar, or you can mix and match your colours on there to your heart's content. So switch that on. The baler is already turned on. I've already connected it on there, and our trailer on the back should be in its operating position. Now as we go forward, did I not turn the baler on? No, of course I didn't. There we go. As the bales come at the back, they should auto load. Did that go onto the trailer? I hope it did. Didn't go underneath it, did it? There you go. So they're loading onto the baler. I haven't windrowed this field. And this was cut a while back, and then obviously when I skip ahead sometimes, the grass regrew and the grass is underneath it. And that will gradually load up our bales onto the trailer. I haven't actually tried unloading this yet. So if I stop that, do that, and we switch back to our trailer. So if we go transport position and then unload bales, sorry, L1 and right stick side to side, I do apologise, and then R1, L1, R1 and right stick. Oh no, that's adjusting the drawbar. Oh, so that's the only option we've got on that. Oh, I can bring the drawbar right in or right out. I was thinking that was to do with the bales unloading. So as far as our bales unloading, then we've only got L1 and right stick side to side. That's it. So we can move them side to side. We've got no up or down. And then we unload the bales just there. Boom, done, and off we go again. Yeah. If I detach that, we should see the quarter turn. So the bale should drop off the back and turn to the side, quarter turn. There you go. So they'll lay on their side. I know it's difficult because the grass has regrown. Normally you'd be doing this and it'd be fresh open ground. So you can see the quarter turn happening there on the baler. There we go. Both those by Rooster mods. The Massey Ferguson MF 1840 baler and the John Deere 1075 hay wagon. Next, and I'm going to show this in here. I mean, the next few we might actually. We have got some more Hispano stuff. We have got the, there you go, the Kröger TAW 30 mod, 45,000 litre capacity. This is 5.05 megabytes download, 4 slots. I said already, by Hispano. We've got the option for Telehandler, Michelin, PGII, Vredestein, back again. With the ones with option, we've got standard and wide. I don't think we've got any other options. I think they're all standard and wide. Pretty sure. Then we've got main colour, design colour, rim colour. You can see what the main colour is, you can see what the design colour is, and you can see what the rim is. We can change the colour on those. It's trailer, 45,000 litre capacity. Jobbed. Come out of there. What we have got, and I put these out only because I wanted to double check something. We have got the Samson Agro PG2 pack, also by Hispano. There are 2 in this pack. We've got a double axle and a triple axle. The double axle's got pipes here on the side, and then the triple axle's got the pipe on the top, and I wanted to just double check that they actually operate. I wasn't sure if they did or not. You can see we've got some colour options on these as well. These are slurry spreaders, slurry attachment trailers, just there. So 21.51 megabytes download, 6 slots and 7 slots. If we come to our slurry handling tankers, just there. So we've got the PG220, the PG225. That one, I think they're both, yeah, they both require something on the back of them. They don't have a spread width themselves. But as you can see, we've got Telehandler, Michelin, PGII, Vredestein, knock in and back again. Main colour and rim colour option. And then we've got the same on this one here with our tyre choices, main colour and rim colour option on there as well. And the capacities being 20,000 litres and 25,000 litres. So that's all I was going to do, was just double check that these do the thing that I thought they might do. L1 and right stick side to side does that, and then up and down. So if you want to simulate, be a bit more immersive with going into whether it's slurry lagoons or loading and unloading for various different things, you can do that one on that one. And then the other one, has this on the top instead. Similar sort of thing. L1 right stick side to side and R1 right stick up and down and side to side. So again, you can do a simulation of loading or unloading from slurry lagoons, slurry tanks, from another vehicle, whatever you might want to do, and you put it back where it needs to be. But actually that overshoots that one, doesn't it? There you go. Like, come on. Like that. Kind of. There you go. That is the Samson Agro PG2 pack. Next we have got... I'm going to show you these as well. This one I will, the next one I will. Actually, I'm going to show you a couple now. If we come from here and we go to our cultivators, We have got here the Unia Grudziadz U417 U418 by Hajstel, 11.11 megabyte download, 6 slots. Click on here, we've got the 417, which is 2.1 meters, and then we've got the 418, which is 2.8 meters. You've got without rollers, you've got flat string roller, double roller, without rollers. And we've got old type wheels, new type wheels. We've got wheels backwards, wheels forwards. We've got warning signs, type 1 both, type 1 left, type 1 right, then type 2 both, left, right, off completely. We've got attachment new and old, tiny little bit of change just there on the attachment for the 3-point. You've got drilled coulters, so stills or goose feet. Then we've got the various different colour options. So if we go, that does all of that. That one is for the teeth, does that. And then the roller frame colour, it doesn't matter, let's go blue so you can see that. And then we've got the roller colour, which at the moment is green. You can change the roller colour on there as well. So 2.1 or 2.8 metre cultivator. Next we're going to come out of there. I'll come back to it in just a moment. We're going to go to here under sprayers. So under sprayers we have got the Kverneland IXtrack T4. This is by Hispano, 50.51 megabyte download, 24 slots. This is a herbicide or liquid fertilizer spreader, well, it's not spreader, sprayer, 4,600 litre tank. Options on this, we have got 18 metre boom width, 24, 28, 32, 36 or 40. Then we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein. Under the Trelleborg and the Michelin we have got standard or narrow options. On the other two they just come as they are. Then we've got main colour does the tank, design colour does the booms, and then a rim colour option on there as well. Rear attach, sprayer, for liquid fertiliser and herbicide. And what I'm going to do then is come back up to here and we're going to go back to our cultivators, because I've got one of these out. I wasn't sure how this unfolded, or because sometimes this is it's a trailed Harrow 9, this is what this is called. 9.27 megabytes download, 5 slots, 9 meters wide by Philip Plajer 54. Options on this, we've got wheel setups, we've got standard and standard 2. We've got main colour, does all of that. Design colour, does that. And then rim colour on there as well. But sometimes these are like grass harrows for doing fertilising on grass harrows, but it is under cultivators. So I got one of these out just to double check. So here it is. We unfold it. It's pretty cool because we come back to here. It was 10 grand for 9 metre cultivator. That's pretty good. Only 100 horsepower required as well to operate this. Drop it down and it shallow cultivates. Not bad, is it? For the money? So I wasn't sure how it was going to cultivate, or whether it would be more of a grassland harrow, or you know. So again, that's one of those ones I thought I'd better double check. Nice bit of movement on the chains and stuff. That's the trailed Harrows 9. Next we have got, oh yeah, this was a bit, I was going to say misleading. When it comes to these in just a moment, I've got to speed up because we've got a lot of options on various different things now. Some of the tyre choices, as I said when I do the mod reviews now, I don't tend to go through every single tyre choice. These were a bit misleading because the picture on the website shows these. I thought, oh brilliant, we've got different versions of the Fendt and Sennebogen telehandlers. And when I looked at them, I thought, hang on, they're the same models. There's some different options because the image looks like it's squashed. They look like they're smaller versions, and they're not, but these do have some very cool features. So this is the Fendt Sennebogen telehandler. 12.61 megabyte download, 15 slots each by Just Farming. Now you can see, normally when you unfold these, the Sennebogen or the Fendt, the cab goes right up to its highest position for operation. With these, you can manually adjust that, so you can have it a foot off there, flat, halfway up, all the way up, so you can, which I think is far more flexible. And then you've also got a lot of options on this, so you can still have the telehandler, but without all the bells and whistles, making it a little bit cheaper as well. So again, I think that's pretty cool. So if we come to our telehandlers, you'll see there that the Sennebogen 340 is 145 grand, and the Cargo T740 is 150,500. The base versions of these, although that still says 150,500, that's a bit naughty. That says 115. But let's say, look at the pictures, they look completely different, but they're not exactly. So Oh, there you go, 115 grand. So this comes bare bones. What it gives you the options to do are add things on that the base game version already has. So if you don't want to pay the full whack, you can get this as it comes, 170 horsepower, but it does have another very cool feature as well. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein back again. We've got some very different tyre options again. You can go through and have a look at some cool tyre options that are available. Very nice indeed. You've got engine grille. Now this is the side. At the moment it's got the 340G logo, so you can have a grille there instead of the logo. Additional lights. Now when it says additional lights, the base game version already has the lights, so you're getting it without them. You can add them on if you want to, but you don't have to. Exhaust cover. Again, the base game version has the exhaust cover on, so this comes without it, so you can add the exhaust cover on, but again that adds some money on, so this keeps the price down if you don't have them. Without fender, with front fender, with back fender, with both fenders. Again, I think the base game one comes with all the fenders, but you don't have to have them on there. But this is where it's cool. So rear trailer hitch, 3-point, which makes it like the Merlot, which makes it very versatile. Another reason why I really like this, it's very cool. We've got rim colour option, license plate option on there too. Then we come over to our Fendt cargo. No, that's weird then, because this has gone the other way. Because that's already the same price as the Fendt cargo that's got all the bells and whistles on it. If I add these bells and whistles, that's going to make this way more expensive. That doesn't make sense. Tyre choice is the same. Engine grille thing on the side here. At the moment it's a blank plate, but we can do that and we can have a grille. Additional lights, we had those on. Exhaust cover, we had those on. Then the fenders, we put those on. Yeah, the price is going up from there. That's not good. But we do have the option for the 3-point, which is cool. Rim colour and license plate option on there too. Now what I'm going to show you is on one of them, not both of them. We've got different control groups. We've got control group 1, telehandler. 2 is doors and steering wheel. 3, seat and terminal. 4, mirror and engine flap, and then back again. If we go L1, R1 and right stick up and down, look. So I can manually, all up to the top, I can stop it there, anywhere I want. So if you're at a position you think, I can't quite see what I'm doing, I need to come up a little bit, but not all the way up, I want to be somewhere in between, I like that manual adjustment. I think that's very cool. And I think because the images showed them like that, lifted a little bit, it made them look a little bit more squat, I think. Whereas all the other options are the same. It depends whether you've gone for the extra lights and things like that. But if we switch now to our doors and steering wheel, L1 and right stick side to side, I love the fact it reaches out, look, to open and close the door, or just the window. So we've got that. And then the steering wheel option is R1, right stick, see the steering wheel adjusting there, adjustment on that, and we've got tilt on there as well, so forwards, backwards and tilt. And L1, R1 and right stick up and down, we've got to raise and lower the steering wheel a little bit on there as well. So let me press it again, and we've got seat and terminal. L1, right stick side to side, so forwards and backwards. And then we've got lean forwards and lean backwards, which doesn't actually do anything in cab. But then we go into here and we've got terminal. So R1 and, oh no, one's for the arm. Yeah, go to see the arm raising and lowering down there. And we've got L1, R1, right stick side to side. So this is what changes our monitor adjustment. So you can adjust your monitor into a different position if you want to. Obviously as we drive then you've got your monitor there, so you can adjust the monitor on there as well. We come out of there, then we press it again and we've got mirror and engine flap. So L1 right stick side to side does that mirror. R1 and right stick side to side or up and down does that mirror. Don't think we have any twist the other way. And then L1 R1 and right stick up and down opens up our engine cover to the side there, like so. I'll say, for me, the features I like the most on that is the manual adjustment on that, and the 3-point link on the back makes them incredibly versatile, more I think than the base game version. There we go. That is the Fendt Sennebogen telehandlers by Just Farming. Next, also by Just Farming, we've got this here. We've got the Manitou ML80 533. 18 megabyte download and 9 slots, so you'll find this also under telehandlers just there. 69 grand. We've got fenders yes or no, license plate, that's it. 143 horsepower. Jump in, start it up, no colour options or anything like that, raise and lower, have tilt, That's on telescopic, and then it's pretty much the same as the last one. Press it again. We've got doors and mirrors. So that one does that door. That one does that door. That does. We got mirrors. See the mirrors adjusting there. Then we go triangle again. We've got seat and armrest. So again, adjustment of our armrest there. Then we've got that. We've got seat adjustment up, forwards and backwards, and leaning forwards and backwards. Then that right stick up and down does our seat adjustment like that. Press it again. Go back to telescopic. So a few different options there with regard to doors, mirrors, windows. You know, all that good stuff. Interior looks like this, and like I say, it's have a fiddle around, play with it to your heart's content. It's not too expensive, to be fair, for 143 horsepower telehandler. That's the Manitou MLA T533. Next we have got the Kraz Lizard, whatever it says. It's a Kraz. This is the Kraz 65032 by R.Mihail, 83.08 megabytes download, 21 slots, 17,000 to purchase. I like this. It's a big beastie of a thing. Let's say 17,000 litres. No. If we go into here and we go to our trucks, that's where you find it, 56,490. That's not too bad. So we've got 350 horsepower or Unreal 600 horsepower, which only has 5 grand on. Gives you a bit more oomph for those uphill jobs. We've got wheel setup, standard 2, back again. Now this one, I could not for the life of me work out what changed. We've got facing configuration, design 1, design 2, design 1, design, hang on, I found it. Just looking down to the right, it's on the wheel. I spent ages. I could not for the life of me work out what was changing. There we go. Found it. We've got lights configuration, design 1, design 2. We've got main colour, which does that. We've got design colour 2, which does at the back, like that. We've got hood colour. Now again, let's go pink so it stands out. Boom. There we go. So it is with that. It's because I couldn't work out what the design was, and I'd obviously left it off. So you can change when it says hood colour. It's that cover plate there on the front axle, rim colour option, and a license plate option on there too. I went matte on these because I just like the look of it. Sounds great. Lights, indicators. There's no beacons on this. Unload. Sounds great. What I also love with these as well is the axle movement. The whole lot moves almost independently, but it's I don't know, I just think it's a really nice looking bit of kit. It does the job. Interior, nicely made and detailed. We got no options for doors and windows on this one. It comes just like that. That's the, I know it says lizards on the side, but it doesn't matter. That's the Kraz 65032. Next we have got, speed up Mr. P, just here. This is the same thing again. I kind of, as the mods were dropping, I was thinking, haven't we already got this? And haven't we already got that? And haven't we already got one of those? I mean, they're slightly different versions with different variations, but let's say, you can never have too many options. Well, no, that's not true either. When I say that, I mean in the Modhub. I don't mean options on a vehicle. Sometimes you can have too many options. So we've got the Case IH 7200 series, 38.57 megabytes download, 19 slots by Matt26. You will find it. Don't know why I'm jumping. And the medium tractors, just there. So on the front, 1700 kilo. Then we go to 710, 1250, front attacher, 3-point, back to standard. 500 kilo, 900 kilo, 13. I don't know why it starts on 17, not on nothing, but anyway, that's what it starts with. We've then got engine setup, so bear with me because there's a whole load on here. So we've got Magnum 7220, 188 horsepower. We've got the 190 horsepower. We've then got 207, 214, 234, 239. We're on to the Magnum Pro, and then 249, 261, and then we switch. We go to the Steyr. So the Steyr 9200, 200 horsepower, 224, 254, 276. Then we change again to the Magnum, and we come down to the 71 series, 155 horsepower, 188 horsepower, 207, 234, 249, and then we go back up to the Magnum again. So again, I don't know why it doesn't start on the lower one and work its way up, but anyway, those are the very different horsepowers. Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, back again, and the various different options. Again, all the various different tyre choices on this, but let's go, for example, this one, wide, wide 2, wide and weights, wide and weight 2, rear twin, twin, narrows, narrow rear, narrow all round, back to standard. And there are various different variations on that theme across all the different tyre brands. We've got front type 1, so this is the lighting at the front and the side bit. So you've got 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, back to 1A again. Fenders, we got 1, 2, oh, it's just 1 and 2, because one of the other ones has got loads on. We've got beacon lights, we've got no, yes, left, yes, right, yes, both, yes, front, left, front, right, front, both, then no. License plate option on there as well. Cool. Let's do this one. I'm not going to get all these in. I've only got about 20 minutes left. I'm not going to fit them all in. But anyway, I'll miss off the harvesters. Sounds great. Looks great. Did we have any doors or windows? I don't think we did on this one. Horn, lights, beacons. I like the slightly yellowed lights on them as well. I think it's very cool. Nice interior. Done well. Like the Magnum badge on there as well. Very cool indeed. Engine off. Hop out. There you go. That is the Case IH 7200 series. Next we've got the Fiat Agri series. Just here. This is Series 90. This is by Edomod, CR82 and Spaffo Farming. 63.99 megabytes download and 18 slots. This was also under medium tractors. That's why I did it next. So just there. Options on this, we have got 160 horsepower, 180 horsepower. Those are the two options. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Vredestein, Nokian, back again, and then various different options on these. Standard, wide, rear twin, narrow twin front as well, which kind of does that on both. Back to standard. I don't think we had, let me just double check that. I think it was the same. That's just standard and wide. Standard, wide, yep. Then on the back we've got a mechanical rear arm or electronic, hydraulic rear arm. It says, there you go, so on the back it then says electronic lift with the hydraulic. We've got low air filter, high air filter with forced intake, open pipe with low, open pipe with high, back to standard. We got, this was the one with weird, I'm not going to read them all out, but we got no fenders, only front. And then all, then back to no again. We got left beacon, right beacon, no beacon, both beacon, back again. Then the grille at the front, we have got white and white, black and black, black and white, white and white, and then we're back to again. Yep, we are. Strange. So with a hydraulic attacher, we've got weight holder, front weight with rod, front hydraulics, back to weight holder again, license plate option there too. Boom. Let's jump in, on, start it up. Sounds cool. This one, L1, right stick up and down, right stick side to side, does the rear window. R1, right stick side to side, does our sunroof. L1, R1, and then right stick side to side, does the door. Like so. Beacons, lights, again slightly yellowed look on the lights, which I like. Another one, sounds good, looks good, very cool indeed. Right, speed up. Next, we've got this This is under small tractors, I think next to under small tractors. This is the International 1455 1255 or 1255 1455, that's how it's written, XL. This is by Herkrupp and G-Master. 12 slots, 21.65 megabyte download. You'll find this, small tractors, just there. Options on this, we've got 125 horsepower on the 1255, and then we've got 145 horsepower on the 1455. We've got Trelleborg, Vredestein, oh, just those two. Oh yeah, just didn't have many. And we've got standard, wide on the Vredestein, Trelleborg, standard and wide, that was it. Then we've got exhaust enamelled, steel pipe straight, still exhaust enamelled, steel pipe bent, back to standard. Weights carrier on the front, front weight, front hydraulic, back again. Airflow standard, cyclone filter low, cyclone filter high, back to standard. Rim colour option, anything on that pallet there, like so, and a license plate. Straightforward. We like that. Did that move then? I think this was one was right. So L1 R1, right stick side to side, does that door. Right stick up and down, did the rear window. You can just about see the rear window moving there. And then left stick side to side does the sunroof. Beacons, lights. It's got a really chunky look if you go for the wide tyres. And again, sounds brilliant. The International 1255 1455 XL. Next we've got this. Just here, this is the John Deere 1630 and Tools by ARM Team, 7.28 megabytes download. 6 slots for the tractor, and for the front loader is 2 slots. So this also under small tractors, just there. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, back again. So not many options on this. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, narrow, 2-wheel drive, narrow 4-wheel drive, rear narrow twins with 4-wheel drive, back to standard. And then we've got variations on that theme. Standard 4-wheel drive 2, 3, back to standard. Continental 4-wheel drive, standard. Mitas I think was 4-wheel drive in standard. Vredestein, yep, and back to Trelleborg again. Front loader attacher, Stoll or no. And that's when we come to the attacher. So we go to our front loaders, just there. And the attacher that comes with this pack there, that one there, the John Deere 1630 and Tools, is that the 910 Stoll. No attachment, no options other than that. It comes with that, and that's it. When it says Tools, it's the front loader. There's no front loader tools that come with it. I did have a check just to make sure, but it's a lovely diddy little tractor, this one. There's our lights, our beacon. I don't think, let's just double check. We've got right stick side to side, does that one. Right stick up and down, does the rear window. Then L1, right stick side to side. Oh, that's just us for our front loader, isn't it? L1, R1, and left stick side to side did the other door. So we've got the one door, the other door, and the rear window. Again, another one. I mean, it's a very basic tractor, but the detail in it. I mean, look at the detail on that radio. Is that a Blaupunk? No, maybe not. What he does saying that. Sounds great. There we go. The John Deere 1630 and Tools. Next we've got the Class Tucano 580 by Hispano, 55.64 megabytes download, 13 slots for the harvester, 6 slots, 7.7 meters for the header, and then 2 slots for the header trailer. This is a fairly standard one. I think it's just color configuration options on this that change. So our harvester is just there, 348 grand. This has got a 11,000 litre tank. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, back again. Standard and wide option on each of those. And then we've got this. It's basically just this. The colour options. That one does that. Design colour does that. Next design colour does that. Rim colour does rim colour, and license plate option. Nice. Come out of there, come to our headers. And the header that comes with this is just there, the Claas Tucano 580 header. Again, main colour, design colour, and third design colour, so you can mix and match with your harvester. And then we come from there and we go to our header trailers, and the header trailer is just there. Again, colour options for main colour design, design colour 2, and rim colour. Mix and match to your heart's content. And again, don't get me wrong, it's very nicely made and detailed. Raised and overhead, we have got adjustment for our reel, up and down, in and out. Pipe in and out. The pipe moves really fast actually. Our lighting, including a light on the pipe. If we fold and unfold our harvester like so, does that. Beacons. Swing it around. And we've got our option for enabling and disabling straw swath, which does that and that. I do like an animation on that, you know that. Then interior, nicely made and detailed, and it will harvest, which is what it's designed to do, you know. It does the job. There we go. Sorry I'm speeding up. We've got 2 more to do and I'm running out of time. So that's the Claas Tucano 580, which turns on to the last of the mods for Friday the 6th of June, and it's these 2. There would be 2, wouldn't there? There's no headers or header trailers or anything with this. It's just the harvesters. You can pick and choose what header you want to go with this. The Claas Lexion 8900 5300. I don't know why they're all round the wrong way today. Should it be 5300 to 8900? Anyway, it doesn't matter. 60.49 megabytes download by Jeff D25. 27 slots each. We've got an EU version and a US version. The EU version has got track options. The US version has twin tyre options, and there are a few obviously other subtle differences between the two from EU and US spec. So if we go to our harvesters, you will see that's not it, that's forage harvesters. Right, so here we've got our EU version, and there's a ton here. It goes through pretty much every permutation you can imagine. What I like about this is, rather than the base game one, which is 8900, cost the bomb, this one you can get your Lexion, and it's only 342 grand, and it's the lowest version you can get. And then what you can do is you can gradually work your way up, so as you earn money you can then increase your capacity and stuff of your harvester. I like that, that's pretty cool. So we've got the 5300. I'm not going to read all the horsepowers out. That's a 9,000 litre tank. The 5400 is 10,000 litre. We then go to the 5500, which is 11,000 litre. We go to the 6600, which goes back to 1,000 litre, 10,000 litre. 6700, 11,000. The 6800, 12,500. The 6900 is 13,500 litres. Then we go to the 7 series, 7.4, 10,000 litres. And the horsepowers are going up on these ranges, from the 5 to the 6 to the 7s. We're up to 462 horsepower. 11,000 litre, 12,500 litre. Then the 7700 is 13,500. Then we're on to the 87, what change there? 7700, 8700 is horsepower jump, wasn't it? 549 to 585, yep. We've got 13,500 litre tank. The 8800 is a 15,000 litre tank, and the 8900 is the 18,000 litre tank, the big boy. We've got Claas, and with Claas we've got TerraTrack, and TerraTrack, well, that changes the back wheel. Then we've got TerraTrack 2, which widens it with another on the back of there as well. There you go, TerraTrack 2. Then we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, back to Claas. I think these are all tyres, but they're all standard and wide. There's no twins. So if you want the tracks, you want the Claas option, and if you go for any of the other tyre choices, you've got standard or wide tyres, no twins. The twins is on the US version. Straw distribution, I think it goes 6 up to 16 metres. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 metre. Then back to 6. We've got ladder standard or foldable. We've got beacon light, double flash, standard or double light, that's the same on both. Field scanner, yes or no, that puts a field scanner on the front there. Numbering 1 through 9, that's the same on both. Unloading spout, we've got standard or we've got new. And then this is where things get a bit more spicy, it's the same on both as well. So we've got 330mm pipe, so we've got L, XL, XXL, 3XL, 4XL. Then we go to the 420mm pipe, chunky boy. LXL, XXL, 3XL, 4XL, 7XL, and then back to 330. So 7XL on the pipe, depending on what size header you are running. Just there, we start the 6800 on here. It is on tracks, but then, like I say, the tyre options are twins on this. So we've got our 6800 13,500 litre, 7400 at 12,500 litre, 75 at 13.5, the 8600 at 15,000 litre, the 8700 at 18,000 litre, the 8800 at 18. It doesn't go to the 89, but we're up to 653 horsepower to be fair. Class is the same with our TerraTrack 2, so that. Then we go to our wheels, and they're all twins. There's no options on these. Michelin, Mitas, Trelleborg, BKT, back again, but twin options on there. Then we've got the same for our straw distribution, beacon light, field scanner, numbering, unloading spout, pipe dimensions. I better go back just so I double check that. 7XL on the 420, yep. License plate option as well. So I say the EU, the US one doesn't have the squares that are white and red, but it does, and the US one has the triangle. So you know the differences between the EU and US versions. Let's hop in one, doesn't matter which one. Let's hop in one and start it up. If we unfold, sounds great. Pipe out. It does sound good actually. Go for our light options, including a light on the pipe. On the back, we always check it because we have to. It's the law. Straw swath, enable or disable. Pretty much the same on both, to be fair. Interior, nicely made in detail. But we do have as well with this, you see the doors open. We've also got this window is open. It's slightly ajar. So we have got L1, R1, right stick up and down does the door. Then R1 and right stick up and down does the, I don't know if you can see the door. It will just opens more, let's say door, more like a window. Opens very slightly that side. Probably better from inside to see. There you go. There you go. Let's do that. Like so. They're big old brutes. But like I said, I do like the option to start small and gradually work your way up. That's pretty cool. Pipe in. Where does that go? And that's it. That's the mods for Friday the 6th of June. As far as I understand it, I had a message from DJ earlier to say that Giants are, they've got is it a national holiday, or they're on a holiday Monday, so there's not likely to be mods on Monday, just to make people aware. But that is it for the mods. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.